Hi guys, Coach Luke here. Today I'm going to run you through in 5 minutes what you really need to focus on in terms of your nutrition to make all the gains that you want to, whether it's for fat loss, whether it's for strength, or whether it's for muscle. Okay, so first and foremost, we want to focus on the foundation. So making sure that the foundation is in place before we worry about anything fancy. So this foundation is a simple 4-step process of making sure that we plan. Number one, okay, so you plan your meals for the week, as in you know what you're having at each meal. Okay, it can be the same thing each time or it can be different, it doesn't matter. Number two, we need to shop, okay? So we need to have some consistency and we need to have it scheduled in that you do your shopping based on that plan, okay? So we have our plan which is going to give us our shopping. So maybe you do that shopping on 1 day per week, or maybe you do it 3 days per week, it doesn't matter, but we want to have that in place and planned. Number three, we want to cook. So making sure that you actually have time to cook or prepare your food. A lot of people will go wrong on pretty much any of these three, especially number one and number three. Number four, we want to actually have time, as in time to eat. Okay, so if you're busy, if you work in a stressful job, sometimes you actually forget to eat. I'm not sure how people do it, but they do forget to eat. So first and foremost, make sure that you're ticking those 4 boxes before even worrying about anything else. Okay, that's like food hygiene, that's nutrition 101. How fancy you go with that is up to you. But not until you sort of have that framework and you're ticking all of those boxes should you even really worry about the next things that I'm going to talk about. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is just on focusing and prioritizing some protein at each meal. So if we focus on, so this is the foundation. Number one. Number two is I would be focusing on protein. So if we focus on the protein in each meal, straight away we're going to be helping muscle preservation or building muscle depending on what your goal is. It's going to help you keep you full for longer. Okay, so less snacking required, less calories required. And that is basically the foundation, once again, but of the macronutrients. So protein in each meal, and then after that, let's just think about veggies, water. If we focus on that foundation, so protein at each meal, veggies at each meal, lots of different colored veggies, and good high quality water. If you focus on those 3 principles, once you've got that foundation down pat, that foundation might take you weeks, it might take you months to really nail, depending on how busy you are and depending on the type of personality that you have. But once you've got that, then focusing on this, and most of the other things will be taken care of. So whether your goal is fat loss, whether your goal is to put on muscle, if you're focusing on that as a good starting point, a lot of you won't even need to go anywhere else. So guys, that's nutrition in 5 minutes. Getting the plan down, making sure that you're getting the shopping down pat consistently, putting in time for your cooking and aside, and making sure that you're actually scheduling time to eat your lunch or eat your meals. And then from there, and only from there, focusing on protein in each meal, making sure you're getting veggies, lots of different colors, and lots of water.